Thank you, Father Bauer, Father Becker, Reverend Fathers, any honored guests, and my brothers. It is with great joy today that I am able to share with you my priest hero. It's been an honor to get to know this man and have this priest in my life. The priest that I would like to speak about is Father Walter Nolte. The main reason that Father Walter is my priest hero is because he has truly been a father to me. Despite knowing many other priests and being impacted by many of them, Father Walter truly showed me what it was like to have a spiritual father. I first met Father Walter when he came to my parish when I was in high school, and I got to know him through being at my parish and coming over to my family's house for supper. And it was at my family's house that I was able to get to know his humanity, his humor, and really get to know him as a person. Through him coming and seeing the love that he had for my family, I was really touched by that and touched by the fatherhood that he had for my family. Additionally, I was able to get to know Father because of the youth group that he was at my parish. He was able to help out with. It was there that he encouraged me to pray and to pursue the Lord's will for me. While at youth group, I was able to see his deep love for the kids and for the parish and their love for him and his desire for us to come to know Jesus. Even before I realized it, I was witnessing and experiencing his fatherhood. Father Walter was also the main one to assist in getting me to seminary. Father knew that I was considering seminary, so my senior year, after I had visited Conception, he suggested a trip to SJV. He thought it would be good for me to see both seminaries, and that way I could see which one I liked better. After stalling a little bit, I finally got back to him and said, sure, I'd like to visit. He then brought a group of 6 guys, including myself, up to visit, and it was on this visit that the Lord made it clear I needed to be here. So without Father's assistance, I may not have ended up following the plan that Jesus had for me. Father was also my first spiritual director. That is, aside from being a mentor and informal spiritual director throughout high school, I was accepted into seminary at the end of my senior year. So that summer, Father accepted my request to spiritual direct me until I got to seminary. It was that summer that laid the groundwork for what was to be built on in my time at seminary. I often look back with gratitude this time that Father took to help me grow closer to Jesus and to listen to him. Despite being naive and experienced with the spiritual life, Father was able to help me to begin the spiritual life and was very compassionate with me. He has been a secondary spiritual director for me since being at seminary, and I'm able to go to him with anything, and he's still willing to give me advice and counsel and spend time with me. Since being in seminary, I've stayed at Father's rectory countless times. He's incredibly hospitable, and over breaks, it's a given to have at least one seminarian at his parish. Frequently, there's 2 and up to 3 seminarians staying with him at a time. His rectory has acquired the nickname among some of the seminarians because of their fondness for him. Father is home for his spiritual wayward sons. The reason is that everyone flocks to his parish and flocks to him is that his fatherhood is so impactful for all of the men, and my brother seminarians have recognized it and been touched by it. I remember the many conversations that I've had with Father, the times he has taken me out for a meal just to talk and to be with me. This is despite his busyness. As his parish, he's always busy at his parish. I remember one time I was in Omaha for a Sunday, and I went to Mass at his parish. After Mass, I went to the back of the church to greet him. He was excited that I was back from seminary for a break and wanted to talk. So we went to his rectory and had coffee until his next Mass. During the time, he listened to how I was doing, affirmed me, counseled me, and shared how his parish had been affecting him and what Jesus was doing in his parish. As I listened, I was able to see his spiritual fatherhood for me, as well as the parishioners that he spoke so fondly of. Father is an incredibly generous priest, both with his time and with his love. Every time I see him, he always asks the question to me, how's it going? And actively pursues to have a conversation, not just small talk. After we talk, he always offers any help he can, whether it's gas money, food, prayers, or just a phone call. Father's witness and example is something that's impacted me greatly and still inspires me today. Father Walter is a priest who knows Jesus and desires this for all around him. I'm profoundly grateful that God put Father Walter in my life because he has truly given me a spiritual father. Praise be Jesus Christ.
Now and forever.